Two men, two jungles, both walked in, neither walked out, and a country that never fully got its answers. Today, I bring you the mysterious Malaysian jungle disappearances. Hello, you guys, and welcome to the GMC channel. I am Esther Vincent, also known as Leah Mia on social media. Do follow me, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. I appreciate you guys being here. If you have not done so, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow further, encourage me to make more, and I hope you guys stick around till the end. If you do, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, a comment, do something about this video. I don't know, maybe share it with people, talk about others. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, let's get into today's story. Malaysian rainforest is older than the Amazon rainforest, over 130 years old. I couldn't believe this. I was like, what? Are you for real? So I had to Google it up. I had to find articles and I read about it, and it's the truth. Malaysian rainforest is even older than the Amazon. I'm amazed. I'm a Malaysian. I didn't know about this. So I'm proud. I'm shocked. It has survived ice age, extinction, shifting of continents, and if you step inside one of it unprepared, it doesn't forgive easily as well. In 2019, 29-year-old Muhammad Ashraf Hassan, also known as Achap, joined a hiking trip near Gua Tempurung in Perak. Gua Tempurung is a cave that I've been to. Gua simply means cave. Tempurung is its name, so I think Tempurung Cave. So Gua Tempurung in Perak. I've been to that cave just last year. Mid of last year, I went with my family for a short hiking trip. They've got like 4 stages. Stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 are like the easiest because the stage 1, it only goes up to level 3. Stage 2, it goes all the way to the final stage, which was the 5th stage. 3 and 4, though, they go off-rail. Like they go halfway on the staircase and whatnot, and then they go into the cave waters, the stream and whatnot. So I did the second one. We did the second one. Even the second one was so damn difficult for me because your girl here, she's afraid of heights. And these staircase, like this whole hike until stage 5, it's on staircases that's built along the cave. But these staircases, they are see-through. You know, the staircase that are made with iron, with metal, but then you can see the bottom, and they are just very small staircases. Yeah. So I was so afraid. It was super steep. There was loads of staircases, but I did it. Yeah, I was able to see everything. It was beautiful, though. It was so beautiful inside the cave. So many beautiful limestone and things to see. But yeah, it was just very scary. Because when you're going, it's steep. And then when you're coming back, you gotta get down back on those steep staircases. Anyways, back to Achap's story. Achap's hike wasn't supposed to be anything super extreme. It wasn't like a survival expedition or anything like that. It was a group hike in a recreational forest area that many Malaysians had visited multiple times before. The morning started off normal. A group briefing was going on. Later, conversations between hikers started happening. There were laughters, photos, videos being taken. The whole environment was just excitement. The trail, though, it was humid but manageable. There were thick vegetation on both sides of the trail. There were some slopes that require extra careful footings, but nothing extraordinary. At some point during the hike, Achap seemed to have been moving much quicker than the rest of the group. He was not running or racing or anything like that, but he was just walking a little bit more faster than anyone else. Maybe he just got the stamina. So he was moving ahead of the rest of the group. When the rest of the group realized that they could not see Achap anymore, like Achap is no longer in sight, they did not worry much. They assumed that further front he would be waiting for them. Unfortunately, they never saw Achap waiting for them. They never saw him again. Further down the hike, realizing that they have not caught a glimpse of Achap anymore, they started calling out for his name. Unfortunately, no response came. They started retracing their steps. They checked side trails and small paths. They waited. Still, they got nothing. By evening, the situation shifted from confusion to alarm. The authorities were notified. Search and rescue operations started almost immediately. Police, fire and rescue, civil defense, volunteers, and experienced trackers, all of them entered into the forest in search of missing Achap. The terrain around Guatampurong is extremely deceptive. From the outside, from the top, it looks like a beautiful, lush, green, layered hills. But once you're inside, the visibility drops dramatically. The ground is so very uneven. There are hidden drops, tangled roots, and small narrow trails that look exactly like human paths. The search team formed lines and started sweeping through the forest section by section, meter by meter. Drones were deployed, canine units were brought down to track scent trails, and at one point, the search dog reportedly caught up to something, a scent, but then that scent just stopped, like it was just cut off abruptly in the middle of the trail. When scents abruptly cut off from the trail like this, it's never a good sign. Here in Malaysia, there are beliefs of supernatural. I'm not talking about ghosts because we're dealing with jungle here. There are beliefs of trolls, elves, like bunyan, as we call it here. There are belief in those kind of people, those kind of creatures. And if those creatures have just abducted you, the scent trail will just be gone just like that. I don't know whether I believe them truly or not. I just don't know because I've never experienced it. I do not know anyone personally who have experienced it, but there are many, many stories out there. I even know this one story that is so legit, and he was taken away to the elves world, and yeah, that's a story. That's a very, very mysterious story. Maybe I would do a video on that. Yeah, maybe that would be my future video. Now back to the missing Achap. Days have passed, then weeks. Over 500 people joined in his rescue at different stages. The area was combed repeatedly. Rivers were checked, caves were inspected. Helicopter flew overhead scanning for movement, but there was nothing. Nothing came up out of all of this. There were rumors. Some claimed to have heard distant calls. Others believed that he might have just fallen into a concealed ravine and died. No matter what the theory was, what the rumors were, no body was ever found. No clothing, no backpack, no shoes, literally no trace, as if though the jungle had just absorbed him, like consumed him, and Achap was just gone. What can you even do in these kind of situations, right? Like, that's it, I guess. Now coming to an incident that had happened more than 50 years back to a non-Malaysian back in 1967. Another disappearance that took place in Malaysian highlands and made international headlines. Jim Thompson. He was an American businessman credited with reviving Thailand silk industry. Look at that, an American, Malaysian highland, Thailand silk. So many countries connected. He was wealthy, well connected, and an intelligent man. There are rumors, and some even believe that Jim Thompson has past ties with the CIA. Secret agent James Bond thing? I don't know. During a visit to the Cameron Highlands in Malaysia over an Easter weekend, Easter is not too far away as well, like just in another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So yeah, we are at the same time frame here. Anyways, during his visit to Cameron Highlands during an Easter weekend, he went out for a walk. Nothing special, nothing big, just for a walk. He was familiar with his travels, like he was not being reckless or anything like that. And especially the area that he was in, it was not even considered dangerous. Yes, Cameron Highland, I don't think so. It's dangerous. I've been there multiple times in my life. It's a cool place. It's really nice. Now I just feel like it's oversaturated with tourists, which is sad. But yeah, it's a very chill, fun place. Jim told his companions that he's just going out for a short little walk, breathe fresh air, and he would be back shortly. but he never does. When he failed to come back, the search efforts started immediately. Hundreds of people joined in the search operations, local trackers, even British soldiers and helicopters. The Cameron Highlands jungle, it's cool, but it's dense. Moss-covered trees, steep slopes, and very thick undergrowth. And mists. Yes, this is a highland, so mists, they roll in quickly and limit your visibility. The search team combed through miles and miles of terrain, yet they found nothing. No pieces of torn clothes, there was no blood, there was just no remains. Theories exploded almost immediately. Some believed that he might have just slipped and fallen into a hidden ravine, while others, they believed that he might have been kidnapped. There were whispers of espionage, political enemies, business rivalry. But even till now, decades later, no definitive answers have ever been confirmed on Jim Thompson's missing persons case. Yeah, poor people. Like, I don't know. Two very different men. One young local hiker on a casual hiking trip, the other an international businessman with many strong connections. Both disappeared inside the unforgiving Malaysian rainforest. In both cases, massive search operations failed to provide any sort of clear answers. When people think about jungle disappearance, they often imagine something supernatural. Just like me a while back, like I thought of the trolls and elves. But the truth is more often much more brutal. Rainforests, they can disorient a human brain very quickly. Without any landmarks or direction, people would find themselves walking in circles without even realizing. Panic would accelerate poor decision making. Dehydration would set in just a few hours. Small injuries would become super life threatening. Ravines would be hidden by foliage. Holes would be masked by leaves, streams and rivers strong enough to carry someone far beyond the search grid. And sometimes, even when areas are searched thoroughly, multiple times, the team has gone there and searched, there can still be spots and locations that was missed by the human eye or just human. You cannot fight with Mother Nature. That's it. If you have watched my full video on Nora and Quirine, you would already know how dangerous it is just to go a little further into a rainforest away from your resort, because the search team can pass through the same area multiple times and still not find you. Yeah, things like that happen in rainforests. If you have not watched the video, go and do so after this video. It's somewhere further down because I created that video, I think, somewhere in the mid of last year. Go and watch it, or I will link it down in the description. It'll be popping up here. You can click and watch on it. In Achap's case, there was no recovery. Same goes to Jim Thompson's case. There was no closure. The rainforest, it does not provide any sort of explanation. It does not offer any final words. It just consumes and just continues to flourish, continues to grow. Malaysian rainforests have stood for millions and millions of years, and it will still stand long after we are gone. And somewhere within its layers of green, beneath the roots and soils and fallen leaves, are stories that would never get finished. So that is it, you guys, for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to share it with your friends, talk about it with others. Leave a like, leave a comment, and if you have not done so, don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate that if you do. Until the next video, you guys, stay safe out there, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.